today I worked with Ileana on Splashing in the Brook, which comes from the Accent on Solos Level 2 of William Gillock. It has so many beautiful character pieces with wonderful titles that nurse the imagination along in the playing. You have Sailboat, Splashing in the Brook in this collection, Gypsy Camp, you have Little Flower Girl of Paris, Indian War Chant, Little Great Donkey, Summertime Polka. So these are wonderful titles, and the music matches the title. In Splashing in the Brook, what I was showing Ileana was when she had a group of 4/8 notes followed by 2 staccato notes, and the eighths were legato, very connected. In order for her to have more control over the 4/8 notes, that if she used a bigger energy beyond the tips of her fingers and her fingers down, she could better control the flow of these redundant groups of 4/8 notes. And it seemed like by the end of the lesson she was in more control. Now, the left hand also has some, at the very end of the piece, the left hand has 4/8 notes grouped together, actually grouped to a half note in one big slur. So I had her kind of turn the doorknob in her imagination, that there was a doorknob here, so that she could get sort of the Splashing in the Brook as a lighthearted quality to it. And there's a water image here, but there's a playfulness that she needed to get accomplished, and I thought she finally did get it. And we were upping the tempo because she had for quite a while been playing this behind tempo, which is the way it should be taught, first well behind tempo. And what I like about this music of Gillock, particularly here, is that the hands go across left to right, so that you can learn it that way fairly quickly, although there are some places where the hands come together. But by and large, you can learn this by going across from hand to hand. So now with turning the door, she turns the doorknob a little bit, and she gets this. And you know, you're getting it into the quicker tempo. And when she gets to that measure, the melody resides below, and that second note you want it to resolve. So the going forward motion with the wrist, which she has been learning, it works very well for her. The next section is where the pedal goes down. It's like, I think of it as little waves or little ripples. I think actually as waves, even though Brook doesn't have waves. It's like waves of sound where she plays this. And it answers that. And of course the tendency is to fall down really hard on the first note, whereas you want to come under the note in a wave. The only way to get the wave is to come under the first note, and you're back to the other motif. It really has 2 basic motifs. It has that, and then it has the ta-da-da-da-dum-dum. And you go back to turning the door a little. Back to accent, and then just a roll across. Now that D now is substituted with another D, and the color changes of that D to a very soft D, looking back, sort of reflective. I do a little bit of a polka rit, or getting a little bit slower, and then the big surprise, subito, F, suddenly, loud, and then delay. And of course in tempo that's going to go a little bit quicker if you come out of finally,